Head down to West Texas, cross the Rio Grande, and you might stumble across a certain Mexican town. They don't exactly have a restaurant, but there's a woman who'll cook for you. She still makes taco shells from slow-dried whole kernel corn, and her salsas have a taste you can only get from fresh garden vegetables and real fire-roasted chilies. Then again, this town isn't on most maps, and you may never actually find it. But you don't have to settle for Mexican food made any other way. Just use Ortega, because Ortega makes it like they make it.
Fasten your seatbelts. The sky's the limit. At Color Tiles Coast to Coast July 4th Price Buster. Up to 50% off every square foot of vinyl and ceramic floor and wall tile.
You want Stainmaster carpet? $11.99 installed.
All wood floors up to 50% off.
Wall covering $2.99 a row.
Mini blinds, buy one, get three free. Nobody beats up to 50% off every ceramic.
And vinyl tile.
And color carpets.
Fly in now.
Color Tiles Coast to Coast July 4th Price Buster. In Sunday.
You ask it, and oh, that's going to be, that is going to be, that is so good, and the sun, and your energy, that is it again. All right. Dress
rehearsal, everyone, for Amberjack Automatic Pipe Connector
Hurry up.
commercial.
Hurry up.
Hurry up,
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Hurry up. The spot.
Hurry up.
Allergies still acting up, Mr. McGonagall?
Every year about this time, they turn my life upside down. I tried everything, but nothing seems to work.
No, get off the Amberjack book. He said the Amberjack mix. No. Don't worry, McGonagall. Son, you will feel much better.
Dr. Winky.
Oh?
Mr. McGonagall, Mr. Godstick has a doctor he says can cure any allergy.
Dr. Wanky, let's get him here.
This idea of a segment of the show devoted to a winner-take-all contest is sure to send Mr. Budwaller through the roof.
Watch your back. Fan mail. Watch your back.
Mine?
Got it right here. Fan mail for Betty Hudson. Fan mail for Betty Hudson.
I feel so alone. Since you are on the show and see her a lot, could you get Betty Hudson's autograph for me, ignorant clod?
You made her, Lester.
By the conclusion of tonight's show, I will have destroyed her. America's love affair with that kumquat will be over. Betty Hudson will be so embarrassed. She'll be afraid to look in the mirror for fear she'll die laughing. I have a surefire plan for Betty's descent into hell. Nicole Thorne, allow me to introduce Professor Answer.
Women are angels in our days passing.
All women save one.
You're not, Lester.
I want Betty humiliated. I want to bury her. I want her to beg me for forgiveness.
That shall be done, sir. Remember the writing of the great Roman Ovid. I am Segus e Troiola Fuit.
Ditto, Professor.
My goodness. Have you been going to a gym?
I'm just upset. That's all.
Dress rehearsal, everyone, for Amberjack Automatic Pipe Connector commercial.
This is a wonderful product. You know they use that pipe connector to do all the new plumbing at the White House?
The White House?
Let's see this baby do its stuff.
All right, everyone, trim the tip.
It's always fair weather with the Amberjack sweater. It makes your plumbing better with the Amberjack sweater. It's always fair weather with the Amberjack sweater. It makes your plumbing better with the Amberjack sweater. You can have one foot married to the other. With the Amberjack sweater, woo! Amberjack sweater, woo! Amberjack.
Having trouble laying pipes? With the Amberjack automatic connector, your pesky home plumbing problems can be as simple as, why, the birds and the bees. Now, watch this. Here we have two pipes that need to be connected. Ladies, on my left, we have a pipe that goes to an empty aluminum tank. Easy does it. Lovely. On my right, we have a pipe that goes to a tank on the top of our building, holding 250,000 gallons of water. The The water pressure in this tank is similar to, say, having a Sherman tank in your bathtub. A nasty plumbing problem at best. But with a simple flip, the connector goes into the groove, joining Mr. and Mrs. Pipe, as it were, in blissful matrimony. Voila! As an added bonus, we've got these handsome pieces of sheared metal. Can be used for anything from paperweights to ashtrays.
Perfect, Biles. Perfect.
No. That's all wrong. Look, we printed it out exactly like Mr. Gadget said.
A lot of time and a lot of glue.
It should say, winner take all. You have to take this back downstairs and redo it. The contest is on tonight's show.
That's less than 2 hours away.
Cutting it close.
Teamwork. That's what it takes. Teamwork. Let go of my hand.
Oh, no.
Let go of my hand. Oh, no. I said let go of my hand. Stupid. Oh, the spots. Let go. The spots.
McGonagall, has anyone ever told you how much you look like Professor Runcer?
Get to the shop, dummy.
A quiz show segment, huh?
Yeah.
Now, I think America loves these harmless games of chance. Why, even I've been known to wager a dime or two on such things. How does it work?
You see, it's all very simple. Professor Answer takes on all comers. This week, Betty and her 7th grade school teacher are going to compete with the professor. Now, each side takes turns answering questions. And whoever has the most money at the end of the game gets all that money, plus whatever the other team has won. It's winner take all. And what's exciting about it is that someone could win as much as $64,000.
No, it sounds like just the thing Mr. Zablotnik loves. You seem to give...
$64,000! Why wasn't I told about this?
Why wasn't he told about this?
I've been sick.
Mr. Guy! I need a word.
What the hell are you trying to pull? Games of chance are just that, Lester. We could lose enough to make Mr. Zablotnik very upset. Very upset. I'm under the strictest budgetary guidelines for Mr. Zablotnik.
There's nothing to fear when Professor Answer is near. The professor, why, you know, he has the highest IQ ever measured. His IQ is so high, they say his brain weighs 5 pounds. So what? So what? He's doing you and I a little favor, that's what?
So buttons on my underwear, what the hell are you talking about?
It's fixed. That's what. The whole quiz show is a phony. What? The professor, he can't possibly lose. You see, and he's donating all of his winnings to the Society Against the Use of Greenwood in Orphanages.
Oh, well, good for him.
I am the head trustee of that charity. The only trustee, in fact. There are no other members. There are no such orphanages. The professor, he's giving the money right back to us.
McGonagall, want you to meet Dr. Wanke. He comes directly from the Hamid country, the Luton Darnell.
He's from Michigan.
So, you see spots, eh?
Oh, do I see spots? Oh.
Doctor, what has exploded in your bug?
Oh. What you smell is royal queen bee jelly with just a hint of beaver gland. You see, I've developed my practice and my medicines through 21 years of research with over 16 million bees and 3 very, very tired dairy cows. Oh, what a cute little dog. He loves my medicines. All animals do.
Why is that?
He's a veterinarian.
A veterinarian?
No. He said he was a vegetarian.
Now, tell me about these spots. Are you seeing the spots now?
I can't see anything but...
Ah, your condition is exactly as Roger described. You're lucky. I have just the thing for you. Now, stick out your tongue. Close your eyes and repeat after me. Bore a hole, stick a fat pig.
Burr a hole, this is fat. A miracle, the spots are gone. The spots are gone. Oh, I feel great. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I must warn you, this is very, very important. 1 drop, and only 1 drop whenever you see the spots. Be careful not to take too much.
It could be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Sounds good, Blanky. And now hit the lever for a correct answer.
No, it's mine.
And now for 2 correct answers in a row. And then a wrong answer.
God, where did that noise come from? Our sound effects department. How horrid. It reminds me all the more of the sound of trolley car in Leeds. My awful incident childhood, my near-to-will father and overbearing mother.
Carsten Crew, now listen up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Gottschalk. The way the contest works is, I am going to be asking all the questions. And you stand there and wait your turn. N'est-ce pas?
Yes! No! Yes!
But what for last of ask the question?
Wasn't that one?
I also do this to me. I don't know.
I don't know. Betty, you must wait until Mr. Guy asks you a question. Mr. Guy.
Thank you, Ruth.
Are we ready?
Is that a question? Hey, no. Hey.
Spots. My nerves. My nerves.
I feel so stupid. You're going to be just fine. Just fine.
Ruth?
Mr. Guy.
Mrs. Thistle. Betty. I just stopped by to wish you the very best of luck on the show tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Guy.
Oh, by the way, Betty, can I ask you something?
Is that a question?
What is the only state in the Union with 1 syllable?
Hawaii.
How perfect.
Think you're pregnant? Now, First Response has invented their easiest, most accurate pregnancy test. No cup. Just hold the tester in your urine stream. White, you're not pregnant. Pink, you are. New First Response. So easy, you can trust the results.
It could start in your office, in your home, over lunch. But now, wherever heartburn starts, this is where it ends. Introducing new Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. No ordinary antacid works like this one to put out heartburn.
Our dentist recommended baking soda.
But we wanted tartar control.
Arm & Hammer Dental Care gives us both.
Brushing with baking soda or a baking soda toothpaste is recommended by 2 out of 3 dentists to help provide healthy teeth and gums. Only Arm & Hammer Dental Care gives us the tartar control we want.
And the baking soda our dentist recommends.
Arm & Hammer Dental Care Tartar Control.
And for the taste of freshly picked mint, try Arm & Hammer Dental Care Gel. No other baking soda toothpaste tastes better.
Hi, KB. Who are your friends?
My dog Donut. My buddy Marty.
Hey, Kitty, what's up?
My classmate Ocean. Oh, yeah, there's Kelly. She's okay.
Hi, I'm Kai.
Who are not your friends?
Well, there's these 2 guys at school, Jesse and Jeff. Jeff does drugs, and he tries to get us to do it, too. Jesse thinks he's cool because he hangs out with Jeff.
Hey, guys, want to have some fun?
No, thanks, man.
Yeah, get a life, guys.
Anything can happen at Jack's place.
You are the luckiest man in the world.
A best friend
We've known each other since we were kids.
turns into Mr. Right
You know, there was a time I assumed that when you got married, it would be to Mark.
at the wrong time.
Changed my mind. I don't want to do this.
Whoa.
What are we going to do now?
I don't think this is in your job description. Finola Hughes and Hal Linden run Jack's Place, Tuesday.
It's the Lester Guy Show, starring Lester Guy.
Go.
Let go! Let go! Oh, Mr. Guy! Let go! Let go, stupid! Let go! no. No, Snaps, it's not for you.
While I will admit to a certain fascination with the game of chance, Yes, sir, I could make my firstborn available to you at any time, sir. Thank you, sir. I swear I will hang Lester by his thumbs from the roof of this building if anything goes wrong.
And now it's time for Wiener Took Us All. Here's your host and interlocutor, Mr. Lester Dow.
Welcome. We now come to the part of tonight's show where contestants challenge the man with the highest IQ ever measured, Professor Right Answer. Our questions this evening vary in value from $50 to $5,000. And of course we have the mystery question, which goes to the team who are ahead at the end of the contest. By answering this question correctly, the total winnings will be $64,000. And play along at home, if you like. Now let's meet the challengers, shall we? First of all, someone we all know and love, our very own Miss Betty Hudson. And Betty, who have you chosen to be your teammate in the challenge to Professor Answer?
What? Is that a question? Who's your partner, Betty? My father's dead, but my mother is at home watching on television.
Yes! Directly from Westport, Connecticut. Betty Hudson's grade school teacher, Mrs. Ethel Thistle. Let's get started, shall we?
Mrs. Thistle's my partner.
We'd like to start with a $500 question.
How ambitious. Where does the word Balkan come from?
It is a Turkish word meaning mountain.
Correct. Professor, what is the derivation of the word amethyst?
Also known as the Bishop's Stone. It comes from two Greek words meaning not to be drunk.
Correct. Where does the word bungalow come from?
It means of or belonging to Bengals.
Correct. What is President Eisenhower's favorite movie?
I think that Mrs. Thistle is just adorable.
Correct.
She ought to be guarded by a troll. We are in trouble. Do you hear me, McGonagall? Big trouble.
What is the national flower of Wales? You have 30 seconds, Professor.
So many different sounds in the universe.
Infinitesimal. Each combination means different things to different people.
Blinky Watts is not blind. He suffers from Bozeman simplex. If we were to see what Blinky is seeing right now, it would look something like this.
Certain people find certain sounds unpleasant.
Nope. No, stop.
He must answer.
You're right. This is massacre.
Well, perhaps the ladies have a chance to take the entire pot. What do you say, ladies? Can you tell me the national flower of Wales?
The national flower is the daffodil.
Correct.
Let's all get down on our hands and knees and look for Professor Answer's IQ. What are you doing?
Now, that brings us to the end of the first round. Let us see where we stand, shall we? My. The ladies are $40,000 ahead. Well, I think it's time for a musical break and a little word from our sponsors. Idiot! Idiot!
This is kind of fun, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. I just wish my friends back home could see this.
Why couldn't they? I'm sorry. Don't your friends have television?
Oh, yes, but this is a rehearsal, isn't it?
This is the Blotnick Network. Millions of people are watching.
Right now? Millions of people or
Possibly even hundreds of thousands.
millions of... Oh, no,
See? That's the camera. And that's the little red light.
Millions of millions.
Something's happening, McGonagall. Thistle is completely lost it. Get Lester back.
Huh? Get Lester back! Get him back! Get Lester back! Lester, get back there! Lester! Get back there! Lester, get back there! What? Get back there!
With the Amberjack sweater, it makes your plumbing better with the Amberjack
How's your
sweater.
pipe?
Always wear it with the Amberjack sweater. Makes your plumbing better with the
What is
Amberjack
it
sweater.
now? What's gone wrong?
Ferry to the other. With the Amberjack sweater, woo! Amberjack sweater.
Oh, Betty, what's happened to Mrs. Thistle? Oh, what a shame she must have taken ill. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Betty will have to play on alone. Question, please.
Look what you did, bad boy. McGinnis. But his partner has turned into a whirling Zuvash. Go, sneak up and get our purse.
Her purse. Her purse. Bastard. Oh, you're such a pest. Betty, do giraffes graze?
How should I know?
Professor, do giraffes graze?
Of course. Let's get their feast on the facile. Serengeti.
No! They most certainly do not. The necks can't reach the ground. Everybody knows that. Give me a... Your turn again, Betty.
Mr. McGonagall.
What is the only state in the Union with one syllable?
Could you repeat the question, Lester? Well, I see Betty has a new partner, Mr. McGonagall.
What is the only state in the Union with one
Maine.
syllable? Correct.
Take a break.
Professor, children's rhymes is the category. Mnemosyne was the Greek goddess of memory. Give me the mnemonic phrase in which the first letter of each word corresponds to a planet in our solar system.
I'm sorry. I was never allowed to learn any rhymes. I was never allowed to be a child.
Who cares? I'm ruined.
Fool! My very elegant mother just served us 9 pickles. M Mercury, V Venus, E Earth, M again Mars, J Jupiter, S Saturn, U Uranus, N Neptune, and P pickles for Pluto.
Peachy. I'm afraid that's all we have time for.
Wait.
Ever.
Wait. What about the mystery question?
Get it? What? Get it? What? I'm flying. Show me your swim. What? Your swim.
It's gone. What am I doing here? What's going on? Where's Mrs. Thistle?
You're Mrs. Thistle.
And now, it's time for the mystery question. Now remember, if you miss it, you forfeit all your winnings. And the category is The Bard of Avon. In what is known as the Scottish play, Act 5, Scene 1, contains what famous outburst of guilt and remorse? That's Act 5, Scene 1.
Ow!
Damn spot!
Ow!
That's right. Here we go.
How interesting. How very, very interesting.
Who are you going to call the most this month?
My dad in New York.
My stockbroker. My 7-year-old grandson who is a genius.
With Sprint's new program, The Most, you'll automatically save on whoever you call the most each month.
My sister Aura.
And with The Most, you'll also save every time you call one of the millions of other Sprint customers.
My brother Bubba in Sanford.
I call my mother in London.
My mother-in-law.
I think I better leave that one alone.
Head down to West Texas, cross the Rio Grande, and you might stumble across a certain Mexican town. They don't exactly have a restaurant, but there's a woman who'll cook for you. She still makes taco shells from slow-dried whole kernel corn, and her salsas have a taste you can only get from fresh garden vegetables and real fire-roasted chilies. Then again, this town isn't on most maps, and you may never actually find it. But you don't have to settle for Mexican food made any other way. Just use Ortega, because Ortega makes it like they make it.
A lot of people think you become a star overnight. The fact is, it takes years of hard work and study. Education makes the difference. To make your dreams come true, stay in school.
Who is Ross Perot?
He'll do anything to get what he wants.
What makes him so popular?
He's clearly a man of action.
What does he stand for?
He says, here's where I stand. Here's who I am.
Is he the man for the job?
It's time to pick up a shovel and go clean out the barn.
The man who would be president. Peter Jennings reporting Who is Ross Perot? Monday at 10, 9 Central.
They ain't seen nothing yet.
Then meet Perot in a national town meeting live Monday.
Tomorrow, Dirty Harry's back with a string of murders to solve and a hitman on his tail. Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry in Sudden Impact, the ABC Sunday night movie. Parental discretion is advised. Now, stay tuned for The Commish next.